Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Keith Abraham here. Today I wanted to talk about my favourite subject, momentum. Often as a professional speaker I get asked to come in and motivate an audience. And here's what I say to the client, that's not me. I believe you should be motivated, but motivation is a bit like a hot bath. It feels good when you're in it and you get cold as soon as you get out of it. So what's the opposite of motivation? Momentum. I'll take momentum over motivation any day of the week. So I want to spend this blog post and talk a little bit about how you create momentum in your life, in your role that you do. See, here's what I can tell you. Momentum defeats doubt. Doubt sees the darkest night, certainty sees the light of day. Doubt asked who believes, and certainty answered I. You become more certain when you have momentum. By even taking that first step, maybe you don't know the step after that, but by taking that first step, it diminishes doubt. Now, what I can share with you around creating momentum is that people tend to operate on 4 key levels. You see, when we start talking about momentum, it's not only about accomplishment, but it's also about fulfillment. And when I look at people, I know people who are what people would say would be successful, and they are successful. They look good, they smell good, they drive a nice car, they live in a nice house, kids go to a good school, when they could travel, they go to nice places, and they're respected by people. But I also know that some of those people that are successful are also unsatisfied. They're unsatisfied with what they've accomplished. That hasn't topped up their tank. I also know that for you and I, when we are satisfied with our progress, when we are successful, in other words, we're moving towards what we want and moving away from what we don't want, we become significant. And for each of us, we need to start to think about playing above the line. When we start to play above the line, we start to move away from being survival mode, where we're satisfied, I'm going okay, but I'm really not successful. And of course, we want to definitely not be in this area of being in the struggle. The struggle is when you're unsatisfied and you're unsuccessful. Your accomplishment, the ability to achieve goals is low. The fulfillment is low. So you and I need to play and start to play above the line. It's okay to be successful but unsatisfied, because with that, what it says to me is that you know how to make it work. You just have to have clarity around what's most important to you. And what we want to all be working towards is being significant, is being the person who I'm satisfied with who I am, what I do, how I do it, and I'm successful at doing that. Our goal always is to spend some time and get you to think a little bit about, if you're going to create momentum, what do you need to work on in the next day, the next week, and the next month, to generate the momentum towards what truly is important to you, that true north for you. It's so important to do that, because as you do that, you start to create momentum in your life. And as I said to you before, I'd rather have momentum than motivation any day of the week, because when people have momentum, they have started something. They've not thought about starting, they've actually started. So my wish for you this week is to start something. It's that one thing you've been putting off, that one goal that you've been reluctant to action, that one project you have been reluctant to take the first step on, is start where you stand. Do not wait for perfection, but start where you stand. Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you've got any questions, send me an email, keith@keithabraham.com.au. Bye now.